Yeah, yeah. Woke up feeling too fly. Keep a G, I don't need try. You want me to fit in your shoes? Homie, they ain't need my socks. They ain't even really my steez. They ain't even really my style. Everything I do is with ease. Everything you do is for the club. I ain't even going that way. I don't even know what that's about. Every day I make my own wave. If you don't swim, you gon' drown. I got that 5 propane. Everything I say profound. They like how you got that lane. Keep a G, I don't know how. Baby, this shit God given. Every day I be on a mission. It like this be too late. That's why these haters they tripping. I'm the one your boo chose. Why you claim you be pimping? Came up with a new flow. That's why they move, stay switching. They switching. That's why they move, stay switching. Came up with a new flow. That's why they move, stay switching. Stay switching. That's why they move, stay switching. Came up with a new flow. That's why they move, stay switching. Stay switching. That's why they move, stay switching. Came up with a new flow. That's why they move, stay switching. Stay switching. That's why they move, stay switching. Came up with a new flow. That's why they move, stay switching.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
Hey, what's shaking, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers and all that. Shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def to Radio. Make sure you guys check us out on Def to Radio, our Instagram. The information for that will be below for you guys.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. Up-and-coming artists, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your song in front of one of our up-and-coming videos. Get you some exposure. Or if you got a full song that you want to get done, we can get you done on that as well. The information for both will be down below. All right, guys, getting back to the Joyner Lucas project, man. Not now. I'm busy. Still all right, man. And he's got Logic on here. And you know who it is. My Chicago brethren.
Twista, though?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so I'm expecting motherfuckers rapping fast on this.
Yeah.
And I say that because I feel like now, I mean, I don't know if this is like just by design, but it seems like every time somebody gets Twista, they feel like they have to rap fast. They're like, oh, I gotta do what you do. Like, it's just funny how that seems to happen. Joyner, Twista, Logic, still all right.
Okay.
Tell me, what do you see when you look in my eyes? Got a lot on my mind, hoping I never be going out of my mind. Been trying to mature without growing out of my prime. I thought I was ready, it really wasn't my time. I know, I live in my head. I said I'd be rich and I did what I did. But I don't do this shit for me, I do this shit for my kids. I teach them how to go and get it when they're ready to leave. But tired of living up in hell when I know heaven is free. And nothing really more important than protect any peace. I wanna teach them how to grow up and be better than me. When I was chasing all the paper with no second to breathe. But I tell myself don't ever give up and accept defeat. And my premonitions already written indefinitely. But I never listened, I know my vision, they never could see. And truthfully, I wasn't even supposed to make it this far. But take it this far. Out of the God got me, I'm thinking it for it. Soon as I get it, then I be paying it for it. You know you made it when all the haters support. The haters support. Jonah been working and I ain't taking no shorts. When they tell me be humble, then I'ma take it too far. Shit, I used to feel like Will, now I'm feeling like made mistakes, can't get it right. Yeah, niggas can't stand me, I'm living like tryna win a Grammy like Killer Mike. I'm on the dog like Killer Mike. Yeah, took a lot of L's trying to win a fight. Got back up, I'm still alright. Yeah, I be alright, I'm still alright. And I don't really care about nothing except for keeping my legacy. Hoping I be living long enough to see what the end of me. Gotta take a shot for every nigga trying to get rid of me. I wish they could look inside my soul and see what they did to me. I got a fire inside me and a secret within me. When I look inside the mirror, all I see is a little me. Wishing I could break up, but I hope that even don't hinder me. If I overcome it, then I'll be achieving the victory, yeah.
What you really want, what it really is. I remember living my life with a million fears. Over the years, I thought I had a million ideas. On how to find peace and release nonsense. I do it for the art, not the content. All I really wanted was acceptance. Now as a man, I can vent this. Fuck that, end this. Do what you love in this life. Don't let hate in your life. No, don't work for a job till you ate it. And look back like, goddamn, I really done gave him my life.
Yeah, they ain't gonna give us a chorus? Yeah. They ain't gonna get a chorus and get a break from all that fast-ass rapping, man. They just went right to Logic, so fast to fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like this, man. I like this beat, man. I think this is a basic beat, but I think it's a beat that you can kind of flow on. And I think Joyner Lucas, I know we're in Logic's verse right now, but I want to touch on a couple things that Joyner said, man. I like what I'm hearing, man. He said, been trying to mature without growing out of my prime, man. I thought I was ready, but it wasn't my time. So I think what he's saying, man, is as he matures and makes music that he feels is a little bit more mature, maybe that might not resonate with his followers or his supporters, man. So I really love that line, man. I think that is really something that maybe a lot of artists probably go through, but don't really talk about. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we see a lot of old dudes. And never mind, man. I see it in the moves that some people, as they start to kind of get some time under their belt as far as their careers are concerned. I see it with some of these older artists, man, in the game. I see them trying to recapture material that they've probably grown out of, but they just want to kind of stay hot, keep that hotness. You know what I mean? So it's just that struggle between maturing, like you said, and still maintaining some level of relevance without losing that fan base. So, yeah, I think I agree, man. I think that's a great line.
I'm still alright, yeah. I be alright, I'm still alright. And I don't really care about nothing except for keeping my legacy. Hoping I be living long enough to see what the end of me. Gotta take a shot for every nigga trying to get rid of me. I wish they could look inside my soul and see what they did to me. I got a fire inside me and a secret within me. When I look inside the mirror, all I see is a little me. Wishing I could break up, but I hope that even don't hinder me. If I overcome it, then I'll be achieving the victory, yeah.
What you really want, what it really is. I remember living my life with a million fears. Over the years, I thought I had a million ideas. On how to find peace and release nonsense. I do it for the art, not the content. All I really wanted was acceptance. Now as a man, I can vent this. Fuck that, end this. Do what you love in this life. Don't let hate in your life. No, don't work for a job till you 80. Then look back like, goddamn, I really done gave him my life. If I say just one life with this verse and it's worth it. If this is your future, you need to reverse it. Ain't nobody perfect, man. Fuck all that cake, it ain't worth it. Just take what you buried deep down in the earth. That I know that you heard it. The voice from within, not above. So do what you love. Ain't no way I could keep it up. Feeling is creeping up, telling me I would not be enough. No, wasn't being me enough. I think I see enough of what I don't want in my life. Give a damn if it's right. That's the reason I write. Need a reason to fight, cause I need it in sight. With these monsters in sight, it get darker than what I would like. But I know
ain't no way
I'm
that you could
alright.
never know my struggle as a child, going through shit way harder than blowing out a bubble. I would know a lot of trouble before I got
Twista's verse.
Yeah, because that was sounding.
Yeah.
Twista came in chopping anyway. We wanted to pull that back. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, man. I just want to touch on Logic's verse real quick, man, because I know here on this channel we've talked about Logic, a multitude of times, man, from way back when we were exposed to him, man, and just kind of going through the songs that we kind of really love from him. And then kind of where he matured into, right? Going back to Joyner's verse, matured into, and making a suicide song, the 1-800 something. I can't remember the name of that song right now. And I look at where he's at now, because we've both said this, George and myself, like, man, Logic, on that ISIS track, he was killing it. I was like, there's the old Logic right there. He seemed hungry. I felt like Logic was just in the point where he's like, man, I love to rap, but I'm still not necessarily happy. I felt like he still was missing something. And when he went on that little retirement, I felt like that was something he had to do, to kind of mentally get back, just kind of recalibrate, so to speak, And then he said something about do what you love, because if you work all your life, you look up when you're 80 and you look back like, damn, my life is just this. Is this it? And he ended that whole scheme with like, just do what you love. I love that he said that, and I think that that's important. But if you look at Logic's progression, I think he was rapping and doing what he loved, but he still had to take time for himself with this mini retirement to kind of recalibrate. Why is that if you're doing what you love? So, you know what I mean? Because if you're doing what you love, it didn't seem like he loved it. Maybe he didn't love the business aspect of it, but it kind of is the
comment sections, boy. They tormented Logic. Boy.
Yeah, that's true too. But it's the yin and the yang,
Yeah.
But obviously he's all right.
He's doing it. Listen, to me, he sounds content, man. He just sounds content, finally content after, I feel like, just letting the internet torment him about the writing, maybe the bars not being what they used to be and all this other stuff. I mean, dude, I remember the internet, him going back and forth online and tweeting all these things, man. And I just feel like now, I think he said a line in here that pretty much drives that what I'm trying to say home here. All I really wanted was acceptance. Now as a man, I can vent this, fuck that, end this. Do what you love in this life and don't let hate in your life. I think he just said, you know what? He moved to Montana, raised his family, did the Vinyl Days album, man, and he was just making songs on his couch and shit with fucking anime figures in the background, and I just felt like he kind of got into his element and was content and genuinely stopped caring about what people think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he said it before, but he would then go online and then rant about, or even in the music, he would rant about people just, worrying about his bars and talking about the critics and just, letting all that stuff get in his head. And it does feel like he's genuinely just like, hey, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. I'm going to do a podcast. I remember he did a podcast. It was an episode with his father that I saw. It was a clip. And that seemed to be very therapeutic for him. You know what I'm saying? Him and his father, he kind of, let his father know some of his grievances and all this other stuff that he was going through. And that, I believe, helped him become a bit more content with his life, right? He had that sort of weighing on his heart. His relationship with his father has always been strained. He felt abandoned by him and all this other stuff. And when I think of acceptance, him wanting to be accepted by his white side and him wanting to be accepted by his black side. So when he says, I can vent this, fuck that, end this, that's what I'm getting. I'm just paying attention to him, and I'm like, I think he just said, fuck it. Like, I'm ending it. I'm going to do the work to kind of get to where I need to be from a state of stability standpoint, and just let the hate go and just do what the fuck I want to do. If I save just one life with this verse, then it's worth it. If this is your future, you need to reverse it. Ain't nobody perfect, man. Fuck all that cake. It ain't worth it. Just take what you buried down and unearth that. You know what I'm saying? It's like just that whatever you buried down that you just thought, oh, it's impossible for me to do this, to do this or get to this level. No, bring that back up. You know, you could still, follow your dreams, man, and achieve what you want to achieve. If I save just one life, he said, save just one life.
That's true.
The way he said that is just like, because, he did the whole 80 line, right? It's just like, well, if you 80 and you look back, like, that's my life. Yeah. Like, you kind of wasted your life, right? That ain't no life. So he's saying if I could just inspire somebody to kind of wake up, man, and follow their dreams, I think is the whole point of Logic's verse, man.
Exactly.
So, cool, man. And I get the whole idea of the song still all right. I feel like Logic feels like he's all right now. So, yeah, man, for us, our channel popping off literally because of us doing the Logic-thon, the Logic-thon, and seeing all of his ups and downs and where he's at now. I just think for us, man, it's gratifying.
It is.
Seeing that man, get to a place of contentment. I believe. I don't know, but it feels that way.
Said ain't nobody perfect, man. Fuck all that cake, it ain't worth it. Just take what you buried deep down in the earth that I know that you heard it. The voice from within, not above, so do what you love. Ain't no way I could keep it up, feeling is creeping up, telling me I would not be enough. No, wasn't being me enough. I think I see enough of what I don't want in my life. Give a damn if it's right, that's the reason I write. Need a reason to fight, cause I need it in sight. With these monsters in sight, it get darker than what I would like. But I know
ain't no way that you
I'm
could ever
alright.
know my struggle. As a child going through shit way harder than blowing out a bubble, I would know a lot of trouble before I got to the lyrical ability of water that was flowing out of funnel.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's just different. It's just different, man. You know what I'm saying? When a real tongue turbo motherfucker walk in the room, it just feels a little different.
It
you know
does,
what I'm saying?
man.
You can just tell that this is just like he came out the womb on spitting like this. I was gonna say out the other part, but he just came out the womb.
As a child going through way harder shit, blowing out the bubble.
Yeah. Blowing out the bubble.
Yeah. One thing I've always said about Twista, man, and I've told George this, I don't know if I've ever said it on camera, man, is in this sped up flow, he's always clear. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's plenty. I mean, Logic is clear.
Yes, sir.
Joyner is clear. So that's not a shot at any one of those guys. And there's a lot of people that are clear. I'm just saying at this fast rapping style tempo, I feel like he is the clearest.
Yes.
I mean, I can hear every single word. I'm never like, what did he say there? I'm just like, man, he just said it very fast. That's always, I've always said everything that comes out of his mouth is just said very quickly. But you can understand every single articulation of every word.
Yes.
That's hard to do, man.
And Twista says something oftentimes as well. He doesn't always say something, but oftentimes Twista is saying something. You know what I mean? I can see right now that he's about to be getting into some personal stuff as well while rapping fast, not just for the sake of doing it. I mean, we got to look at the Titans, man. Busta can do the fast rapping. Tech 9 can do the fast rapping. Eminem can do the fast rapping. Bone Thugs and Harmony and all those guys, man, they all rap fast. But in my personal opinion, I have never heard someone do it when we're talking about speed, clarity, and on top of that, just having something to say all in one. I just think I haven't heard anyone that's touching Twista. You know what I mean? So he is. I think that's a great feather in your cap to be the greatest at something, and at least in my opinion. I think he's the greatest at that. So, yeah, let's keep it going, man. Let's see what he's talking about.
No, wasn't being me enough. I think I see enough of what I don't want in my life. Give a damn if it's right. That's the reason I write. Need a reason to fight, cause I need it in sight. With these monsters in sight, it get darker than what I would.
Bring that up.
Let me pause it, man. I'm gonna throw Ritz in the equation. Shout out to Ritz, man. We haven't done something from Ritz in a while. Ritz gets busy too.
He does.
We've got to add his name in the hat.
Yeah, that's true. He does.
Arguably.
Thank you for remembering that. Yeah, because I like Ritz a lot.
Ritz gets super crazy.
He does.
And he says something while he's rapping.
Yeah, he does.
And he's clear. So I want to make sure that we acknowledge my boy Ritz. He gets busy. But Twista's the godfather of this. So, just, you know what I'm saying? He put the time in. He's been doing this for quite a while, man. All right, let's get back to it.
Life, give a damn if it's right. That's the reason I write. Need a reason to fight, cause I need it in sight. With these monsters in sight, it get darker than what I would like. But I know
ain't no way
I'm
that you could ever know my struggle. As a child going through shit way harder than blowing out a bubble, I would know a lot of trouble before I got to the lyrical ability of water that was flowing out of funnel like a channel. The aggression and the pressure for only a moment when I had to realize rapping ain't it. When there wasn't no more money from a record deal, I couldn't get another one, so I was about to quit. Had to get a job. Didn't want to be a slob, even though I would rather be spitting bars. Then one day somebody saw me at work and said, Twista, why are you in here washing cars? That hurt my heart. That shit tore me apart. So I prayed up to God that if I ever got another chance at music, I won't take it for granted. I'ma dunk if I get the lie. Ran into AK from Do or Die. He said, come to the studio, I'ma put you on a song. Start my new gig in the morning, but I'ma come after. This is my chance to get back on. Thankful that I was living at my brother's house, but I want my own, so I'm finna go in. I walked in the lab and the beat was by tracks. The title of the song was Pope Pin. I said, ooh, snap. I told her I'm about to jack. Spit it funky like I'm a Mac. I'ma come off so hard on this track, it's gonna change my condition and change the way people rap. Might be broke as shit, and they collecting no dope from tips, but I be spitting more game than a mouth full of poker chips. And I was glad that the world recognized how dope this is, and the prayer was effective. If you stressed and depressed, then let this comment soak in your brain. First time that I ever played Pope Pimp for somebody, I was on the way to work on the train. And I didn't quit it until the record was dropping, but when I did it, I knew it was right. Cause through my prayers and my faith and my works, it gets darker than what I would like, but I know I'm alright.
Yeah, he killed that.
I know. I see why they let him rap last, though.
Yeah.
That was the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there, man.
Yeah, he's still all right. Because I was a little worried. I ain't gonna lie.
He ain't miss a step.
Yeah, he killed that. He killed that,
Jump
man.
shot still wet.
Yeah, that's true. That's the last thing to go, right? Yeah, man. I love that, man. There's so many things I could talk about. Twista. I don't want him to kind of take over this video because I think everybody did their thing. I think Logic killed it. I think Joyner killed it. And I think it was a good tandem bringing these three guys together to make this song. I think this beat was made for Twista, though. I really believe that. This beat, I felt like he was chomping at the bit. The way he sounded, he like cut the Logic. He came overlapping the last little bit of Logic's verse to kind of rap. It's like he was ready. You know what I'm saying? I know Logic did the same thing. I think that was kind of the tone of the song, but it just seemed like he was ready to get off. I love so many things about this Twista verse, man, from the vulnerability, man, to saying, because he said something about, you know, he made, you know, music and he's like, man, I had to quit, I had to go get a job. And, you know, and somebody came up to him, was like, damn, ain't you Twista, man? Why you out here washing cars? He was like, oh man, that shit hurt
my heart.
I can only imagine how that would feel. You know what I'm saying? Because he used to be called Mr. Tongue Twister. I brought this up in plenty of videos, guys, but he used to be called Mr. Tongue Twister back in the day, and he was rapping even faster, still clear, but very, very fast, but just showing technical ability. And I don't think it was as marketable, you know?
Polished. He wasn't as polished,
Right.
right?
But you could tell that he had skill, though. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine the dude at the car wash like, damn, you fucking Mr. Tongue Twister. What the hell are you doing here, dude? You know what I'm saying?
I'm bumping your shit right now.
That would
Him cleaning the car while somebody bumping this shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, so, and then I love how he kind of went through the progression of him getting with Do or Die, which was off the chain, Po Pimpin'. If y'all don't know that song, go check that shit out. That shit, do you want to ride in the magazine on the caddy, chopping up my do it was. That was the shit, dude. Don't get me started. But that was the shit, man. And that was off the chain. That song took Chicago by storm. And I know that that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about this song. But I really want to paint the picture of what he's talking about because that really did get him on point. And he said when he heard that beat in this song, he said, I heard the beat. And I was like, oh, man, I'm about to fucking kill this song. I'm about to kill it. And he did. He came on last and he killed the shit. And it was just incredible, man. And obviously that was a good launching point for his career because then he went and did Adrenaline Rush. And then the album that was a neutron bomb for him, man, was Kamikaze, man, where he had Overnight Celebrity on there. He had Slow Jams on there.
That beat.
And So Sexy. Those are 3 songs off that project that went big. You know what I mean? That charted.
That Overnight Celebrity song, though.
Yeah.
Kanye destroyed that beat. Like, that beat is crazy.
Off the chain,
and Twista
man.
killed that too, obviously.
Yeah, man. So it's just really good that he kind of outlined his come up, you know what I mean? And his struggle, you know what I mean? Because the song is called Still All Right. So I think he stayed on task and really kind of brought you through the progressions. And it was just nostalgia for me because I remember this shit. I lived it. I remember seeing him kind of come up and seeing his Do or Die days and shit like that. And he's got much love for Do or Die because as you could tell, Do or Die was like, that shit, when they came together.
He was living on his brother's couch.
Right.
He was living or staying on his brother's couch, I should say, or in his brother's house when he did that Po Pimpin' song. So like you said, man, the song's called Still All Right. I'm showing you the ups, the downs, and I was able to get through it. And now, you know, look what happens, right? I became a legend eventually. So when you reach that barrier or you reach that valley, you know what I mean, you can find a way to get through it, man. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep trying, keep pushing. You know, I think is the whole point of Twista telling you his story. You know what I'm saying? Because to make a song called Adrenaline Rush and then kind of be famous. What do they say? It's like the only thing worse than not ever having it is not ever having it, then having it, and then losing it again.
Yeah.
Some people say that. So it's like you like got to the money and then you got famous and everything, and then you lost all the money, but now you like got to work at Home Depot and shit. And people are like, I know that ain't who I think it is. Is that
exactly.
Twista? Like, so that's just difficult, and that broke his heart, like he said. So I love the way that Twista broke down his story, and I just think it was right in line with what I think Joyner was trying to accomplish with this song. I didn't talk too much about Joyner's verse. You know, it's funny because I saw an interview with Joyner where he he was talking about how he just was about to quit rap, and I was like, that's very interesting to me. Him saying that felt like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I thought Joyner was doing his thing. I mean, Joyner's not a superstar, but Joyner has done very well for himself. I think he's like maybe semi-independent, if not all the way independent. I'm not quite sure how that works with him. He's got the Tully app. He's got his thing going. And for what it is and where he's at, I just thought that he was doing very well for himself. I mean, maybe it's not all about the money, and maybe it's just the psychological issues that come with being famous and all that stuff that you hear. But that just caught me off guard that he said that he was like on the verge of quitting, because every time he gets a buzz, every time he did the I'm not racist, that shook up the whole internet.
It did.
He's just had moments, and it seems like
the
will. It's not as vibrant for him at this point of his career as it was back then, but he still seems to, when he drops, people seem to care. So it just caught me off guard. So I would wonder why. I guess maybe he's going to be talking about that in this album, why he felt like he wanted to quit specifically with having the type of buzz and doing as well as he's done in music. But yeah, man, shout out to Joyner, shout out to Logic, shout out to Twista, man. They all seem I think they wanted this song to be sort of inspirational for people who are going through a tough time, and their dreams seem to be so far out of reach that they want to quit. I think it's just meant to be inspiring for people to just keep persevering and shooting for their dreams, man. So, cool. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure y'all check us out on Def to Radio, our Instagram, DEAF2 Radio. That's our Instagram. Make sure you guys follow us there. That will be, of course, in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas.
We out.